morning, guys. Welcome back in English class with me, Miss Rita. And today, before we start our meeting, as usual, Miss Rita gonna spirit you up. Let us yell together. English, yes, yes, yes. Okay, special for today, Miss Rita have a simple video for you. And your task is to watch this video because Miss Rita have a simple question to answer after you watch it. Check this video out.
When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a lawyer.
There was certainly a time when I wanted to be a radio presenter.
I wanted to be a professional dancer. I wanted to be a historical novelist.
I wanted nothing more than to be an F-14 fighter pilot.
Even a reporter, an actor.
Actually, I wanted to be a fighter pilot.
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a pilot, and it's a far cry away from technology consultants.
From my childhood, I wanted to be a doctor, but as I grew up, my goals and dreams became a bit more realistic.
When I was a kid, I actually wanted to be a sports journalist.
Well, I wanted to change the world. I wanted to do something to influence how people thought, how they could be better.
So I've always wanted to be a space traveler because I was always interested in interplanet discoveries.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut.
I wanted to be either famous or move to a city and be independent. When I was a child, I wanted to be a lawyer and then a doctor and in the Navy.
I wanted to be a vet.
I always wanted to be an Australian Test cricket player, actually. Didn't quite get there.
Okay, guys, have you seen my video? What is the video about? This video is talk about dream. Yes, you're right. And in this video, they talk about their past dream. Okay, when you were a child, what would you be? Would you be a doctor, teacher, secretary, or a policewoman? Okay, I know that everyone had a dream. In this unit, we are going to talk about dream. But because we are going to talk about the dream at past, so we do really need a tenses. So what kind of tenses actually? Yes, you're right. Simple past tense. Hello, good morning, guys. Today Miss Rita is going to tell you about simple past tense. I think you are familiar with it because you have ever used such kind of tenses before. And talking about simple past tense, it must be has relationship with something happened at past because simple past tense is a tense which is used to tell about something happened before. For example, in Indonesian sentence, for example, you want to say saya makan tadi malam, so you have to say that I ate last night, not I eat last night, because eat is the verb 1 and ate is the verb 2. Yes, that's specific point of simple past tense. Simple past tense always use verb 2 for making or creating a sentence. Okay, special for today, Miss Rita is not only give you explanation about simple past tense in the term of active sentence, but also in the passive sentence. Okay, let me straight to the point. In active sentence, there are two kinds of sentence. Two kinds of sentence like verbal sentence and also nominal sentence. Are you curious what is verbal and nominal? How can we differentiate between it is verbal or nominal? Okay, verbal sentence is a sentence which needs a verb. Artinya kalau di Indonesia kan verbal sentence itu adalah sebuah kalimat yang membutuhkan kata kerja. So there is a point here. There is verb. Jadi ada poin di sini bahwa ada kata kerjanya, verb. For example, kata kerja itu contohnya go become went. Kemudian borrow become borrowed. Yeah, this is part of verb. And in writing verbal sentence, you have to remember 3 formula here. 3 pattern here, whether the positive one, subject plus verb to, and then in the negative form, subject plus didn't plus verb 1. Remember this, if you have put didn't, so it is a big mistake if you write it down verb to after didn't, because didn't is a negative, is a passive past sentence. So it is double mistake if you made a didn't when. Yes, it's wrong. And then in terms of interrogative one, don't forget to put didn't, did before the subject. And remember, you still have to stick on the point that you have to follow didn't by verb 1. And remember this, there will be time signal that show this is part of past sentence, like last night, last week, yesterday, this morning, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago, and just now. That is the specific point. In case you have to remember and you have to recognize what tense is it. Ini kok tensesnya apa ya? And then you found such kind of time signal. Remember this, that this is part of past sentence. Okay, next, straight to the point. Subject plus verb to for positive one, and negative one, subject plus didn't plus verb 1. And then an interrogative one is quite the same like the negative. Don't forget didn't should be followed by verb 1, but after subject. The example of verbal sentence here. In a positive one, as I said before, makan harus dari eat verb 1 you have to transform into ate in verb 2. Example, this one, positive one. I ate my breakfast this morning. Why ate, not eat? Because you still remember the pattern before. Jadi masih ingat ya formulanya, kalau in a positive sentence, ingat verbnya harus digantikan dengan verb 2 ya, sehingga ate harus berubah jadi ate, kemudian eat jadi ate. Kemudian negative one, do you still remember my explanation before? Jadi kalau sudah konteks memakai didn't, remember this, you have to switch didn't eat, not didn't ate. Kalau didn't ate, malah itu menjadi big mistake for you. And the last one, interrogative, is quite the same. Did I eat my breakfast this morning? Not did I ate my breakfast this morning. Yeah. Frequently, you made a mistake in creating negative and also interrogative, karena kamu kadang lupa patternnya. Kalau sudah ada didn't, itu big mistake ketika kamu didn't ate, tetapi yang benar adalah didn't eat. Oke ya, sudah bisa ya mengingat dengan baik. Oke, next point. Tadi yang as I said before, verbal sentences itu pasti a sentence which need a verb, membutuhkan kata kerja. So what about nominal sentence? Okay, nominal sentence is a sentence which needs to be as predicate. Jadi in this context, there is no verb. Jadi di sini konteksnya tidak ada kata kerjanya. So it sounds weird if you want to say, saya bahagia tadi malam. Bahagia itu kamu anggap happy, kemudian kamu jadikan verb 2 happier. That's not right, incorrect. Karena bahagia itu is part of adjective. Ketika you deal with adjective, adverb, and noun, tidak usah kamu paksakan harus dirubah menjadi verb 2. Happy menjadi happier, here menjadi here. No, this is big mistake. So you need to be in it. So what kind of to be will be used in a nominal sentence? Dalam nominal sentence, there are two kinds of to be, whether was and were. Remember this. Was will be used for he, she, ate, I was, it was, she was, he was. While were will be used for they, we, and you. You have to remember this. And in the term of positive, negative, and question, you still remember this kind of pattern. First, in the term of positive, you have to put was and were after the subject because there is no verb as I said before. For example, kamu mau ngomong dalam bahasa Indonesia, saya sedih sekali tadi malam. It is wrong if you say that I said it last night. I said it? No, there is no said it in English. So, what is the correct point? Apa yang poin benar? Adalah you have to put to be on it. So, you have to write it down. I was extremely sad last night. Yes, that's excellent. Jadi itu kuncinya. Ketika kamu itu mengetahui kalau itu nggak ada kata kerja atau there is no verb, so you have to remember, put on your mind that you still need a to be to complete your sentence. So what kind of to be? Yes, the to be must be was or were. So in this kind of pattern, remember that subject followed by was, were, and then adjective, adverb, and noun. And then for the negative one, it's quite easy. You just put not after was and were. And interrogative one, you just switch was and were before. Okay, now straight to the example of nominal sentence. You remember, don't you, the formula of nominal sentence? And the clue of nominal sentence, you have to put to be was and were. Was is for he, she, it, and I, and were is for they, we, and you. Yes, you're correct. To be was and were. And then I have some example here. This is the sentence. They were happy last night. Why I have to put were here? Because happy is part of adjective. So there is no verb here. There is only adjective happy. So you need to be to complete the sentence. Why you have to choose were, not was? Because they should be followed by to be were. And then if you want to change the sentence become negative, it's quite easy. You just add not after were. Yes. So the exact answer is they weren't happy last night. How about if I want to switch this sentence into interrogative? So easy. Just move were before the subject. Okay. Doesn't it make sense? Okay, I hope you quite understand after hearing my explanation. Yes. Now we are going to the passive sentence. Yes, it's a little bit difficult, but not too difficult if you want to listen to my own explanation. Remember this. Sebenarnya tidak jadi confusing if you want to listen to my explanation well. Gimana sih Miss, how to reverse active become positive voice? For example, yes, look at this pattern below. Kalau di sini adalah bentuk aktifnya yang atas, kemudian kalau yang di bawah ini bentuk pasifnya. Rumusnya adalah subject plus verb to plus object, and remember this, objeknya harus di switch ke depan menjadi subject. Subject plus was and were and verb 3 by object. For example, kalau kalimat kamu adalah he gave me a book, me-nya di sini posisinya adalah objek. So in the term of passive, me-nya harus di bawah atau you have to drag this objek menjadi subjek. Me-nya menjadi I. Berarti I was given. Loh, kok ada given Miss Rita? As I told you before, kalau di konteks pasif semua nanti verb 2 harus dirubah menjadi turn into verb 3. Remember this. Jadi intinya kamu harus mengingat kata kuncinya adalah verb 3. Setelah was, were, verb 3. Kalau negatif ya tinggal was, were, not verb 3. Kalau interrogatif ya tinggal was, were, and then subject followed by verb 3. So that's the clue. Ingat ya, kalau konteksnya pasif tinggal kamu tambahkan was, were, dan verb 3 ya, bukan verb 2 ya. Kalau kalimatnya aktif memang verb 2, tetapi kalau ketika kamu mau switch objeknya menjadi subjek, atau in case ini kalau diartikan itu menjadi kalimat pasif, remember you have to use verb 3. For example, he gave me a book, so me switch to I. Jadi dirubah jadi depan ya, dibawa ke jadi subjek menjadi I. Kenapa was tidak were, Miss? Remember, as I told you before, kalau was itu untuk he, she, it, I, berarti I. I was given a book by him. Kenapa jadi him nggak he, Miss? Nanti Miss Rita gonna show you pronoun chart, itu yang harus diingat. Kalau he dibalik menjadi objek berarti jadi him, ya, misalnya seperti itu. Terus next, in the negative form sama, misalnya kalimatnya he did not give me a book, berarti yang dibawa ke depan bukan booknya tetapi me-nya ya, karena me berubah depan berarti menjadi I was not given a book by him. Tinggal tambahin saja not setelah was, gampang kan? Kemudian the last one, remember this. Ini juga sebenarnya gampang, tapi menjadi complicated kalau kamu bingung patternnya. Misalnya kalimatnya did he give me a book, berarti nanti untuk kalimat pasifnya menjadi was I given a book by him. Ya, mudah kan? I hope you quite understand about the formula, how to write it down in passive one. For example, I would like to give you a simple question, and then you have to transform it into passive. For example, my question is, I listened the music last night. I listened the music last night. Oke, mana objeknya? Yes, music. Music is object. Berarti karena music itu objek, pindahkan saja ke depan. Music. Nah, atau it juga bisa. Kemudian harus tambahkan apa tadi? Was and were. Kalau music, a music berarti kan satu, berarti a. Berarti a music was. Tadi apa tadi? Saya mendengarkan musik tadi malam. Mendengarkan itu apa sih? Listen. Ya, karena bentuk dua listen, berarti bentuk tiga apa? Kebetulan sama, listen. Berarti nanti kalimatnya menjadi a music was listened by me last night. Oke, sekali lagi ya. Saya mendengarkan musik tadi malam. I listened music last night. Music last night. Ketika ditransform into passive berarti a music was listened by me last night. Oke ya, paham ya? It's quite easy. Just try any kind of exercise you can. Nanti bisa akan memberi game-game lewat modul dan yang lain bisa kamu coba-coba ya untuk make sure that you can comprehend this kind of passive sentence. Don't forget to remember this irregular verb. Ini only some. There are many kind of irregular verb. Basically di dalam bahasa Inggris itu ada namanya regular verbs and irregular. Kalau regular verbs itu di konteks pasif gampang banget, tinggal kamu tambahin ed. Misalnya watch menjadi watch, listen become listen. Kemudian misalnya borrow become borrowed. Ya, itu tinggal gampang, tinggal tambahin plus ed. Tapi kalau irregular verb, what you need to do is just to remember. Ini ya memang satu-satu kuncinya adalah mengingat. Misalnya be nanti menjadi was, were menjadi been, beat kemudian menjadi bit. Loh kok tulisannya sama, Miss? Ya, kadang ada tetapi hanya pronounce-nya saja yang berbeda. Beat, bit, beaten. Kemudian become, became, become. Nah ini ya, jadi kamu bisa dibaca-baca sendiri ya. Blow, blew, blow. Nah itu bentuk tiganya. Jadi nanti kalau di konteks pasif, yang past participle ini yang harus kamu ingat. Kemudian kalau in the term of active, you have to remember this kind of tenses, yang bagian past simple ya. Okay, and then the last one chart that you should remember. And what you need to do is just to concentrate in subject pronoun and object pronoun. For example, your active sentence is I loved her. So the object pronoun her should be switched into she. I loved her. In passive form will be she was loved by me. Once again, I loved her. In the passive form will be she was loved by me. Okay, understand? Easy, right? Okay, thank you, and hopefully you can understand my explanation. This is my phone number and my Microsoft 365 yang timnya Miss Rita. Okay guys, thank you so much, and after this you can deal with the tasks and many kind of exercises, challenging games, and etc. to make sure that you can create my task. That is, you have to write it down your childhood dream using the correct one, whether passive and active sentence. Okay guys, thank you so much. English, yes, yes, yes. Ciao.